out here digging this out. We're gonna be taking this up to Robbie's shop because he wants access to whatever he needs to get the banana going. This is Rudy's old Jeep. It had an electrical problem we couldn't solve, so we started parting it out, and then we found out the electrical problem was actually the fuse box, but it was too late.
They never asked me.
Come on, old girl.
Guess I've never started it when it was so cold. I've never had it not start right up. Cold is this? Like 28 degrees, huh?
So close. There's all these cold start videos that are pretty popular.
Really?
So we'll title this one Cold Starting the Forklift. Why aren't you running?
There he is again. The other bearded man.
The not Trevor. Not Trevor. I think I'm going to change my name from John to not Trevor.
Movers.
Movers indeed. All right. So we're heading up the highway here. We're leaving Rudy back at the shop to work on his axles. So that's what he's gonna be doing today. First part of this trip is to go by Layton Auto Body and drop off this parts rig. And then we're gonna be swinging back by Fab Rats because we've got some parts to drop off for the Golden Nugget. So it's gonna be a full day. It's gonna be dark before Trevor gets home.
Missing dinner again.
All right, so today Trevor and my dad went to Robbie's to go drop off some parts for the banana. I've been receiving a ton of questions about what I have done to my Jeep. So I'm gonna be going over that with you. The first question I get is, what lift and axles do you have and gears do you have on your Jeep? I have the stock axles on them right now. It came factory with a limited slip. The rear is a Chrysler 8 1/4, and the front is a Dana 30. Tire size is 33 1250 15s, and they're the Wrangler Duratrax. As for the lift, I have 2-inch pucks on the factory dampener. The springs came off of some junkyard Jeep. I don't know what lift that originally was, but overall it gives me about 4 inches in the front, and I'm running Bilstein. I don't remember what Bilsteins I'm running, but I'm running Bilstein shocks. As for links, I'm still running a short arm link, stock uppers, and then the lowers are a custom link I made from some of my dad's leftover parts, but in the stock mounting locations. Up front, I'm running the stock steering. Track bar is actually part of the junkyard Jeep lift that I found, and I've also welded on my own link ends because the other ones broke. The fenders are custom made. Someone mentioned it looks like I cut my fenders out with a chainsaw. I really appreciate that because I pretty much did. In the rear, I'm running stock shackles and Rusty's 4-inch lift springs. I've chopped down one of them to get it a little softer because I don't need it super tight and to get more articulation. I have a problem with twisting up leaf springs, so I'm not gonna go back with those. That's pretty much it as far as what I've done to my Jeep. I've also got a slip yoke eliminator out the back end. I'm running the MP231, stock trans, stock transfer case, stock engine. There's nothing I've done to any of that. It's basically stock with a lift. The reason I'm upgrading this is because it's getting really hard to keep up with my dad in the Morbear and in his Jeep, and so it's time to give my Jeep some love. As you saw, we're already putting 1-tons on. I have 38-inch Patagonias here that I'll be running. I'll be fitting it with 40s in the future, but I'll be building it for 42s. So that's the rundown on my Jeep. Now I'm gonna get back to the axles. I'm gonna be working on my high steer arms today. So the high steer kit I'm using comes from Barnes 4-wheel drive, right here. That's the passenger side, and then I also have their steering links. And then I also have the other side right here. Barnes also sent me all my links right here. And then they also sent me my rod ends. I got those right here. Another thing they also sent is a t-shirt. So I think I'm gonna put that on. Boom, there you have it, Barnes. All right, so one of the first things I have to do, oh, hi lady, hi. So one of the first things I have to do to put these on is drill out the existing tie rod mounts to 1 inch so that this bolt right here can fit through it. And that's what locates these mounts, these brackets. So as you can see, this hole is not quite 1 inch. So I'll have to drill that out and we'll go from there. All right, this is how far I've gotten. So I got these. We made really good progress, and I'll be able to start my axle truss. And I've had my Jeep outside. I've been taking measurements, making note of what my truss design needs to be and how I'm gonna run my links. I'm actually converting it to triangulated 4-link front and rear. Ultimately, I'm trying to figure out how to avoid the engine I have and how to avoid the engine I'm planning on putting in.
I just hope the wheels kind of stay straight. That worked out great. All right, so this is what I got for you. I got all this glass. Side glass. I got those ones there, so you can pick whatever's best.
Okay.
1960 Chevrolet.
The one-off, only one left.
Yep.
For louvers. Do you want the louvers just to match the other two? Same.
Just copy exactly what's going on that one.
Perfect.
I want the Matt's Off-Road Recovery historians to not be able to tell the difference.
Okay. They won't.
Okay. Well, let's go see how this is going.
Okay.
Woo! Look at that.
So this is where we're at. We've got basically, this is the first step to doing the body repair. We assessed it, we found where all the damage is, and then we've ground everything down. Now we're gonna come back in, we're gonna feather everything out, we're gonna get our stud box, we're gonna pull all the metal, and then we'll start doing our bare minimum plastic filler. We're not gonna put a lot of filler in this just because of the tool that it is.
This is a tool.
So yeah, had to build it out of square tubing, but I just stitched it on the other side of the brazes, and then I filled this in the best I could. We're gonna pull, so when we paint the inside, we're gonna pull the column and we're gonna move all the wiring out so we can paint it, and then we'll put that all back in. And then
you're doing too nice of a job. We got plenty to do. We've got Rudy's axles to put under his Jeep, and then Johnny Boy, he's bringing his Suburban down, and we're putting some lockers in it and a winch on it. So I have a guy up at the north end of the state, so I don't have to haul 2 vehicles up every time. You're going deeper than I would have gone, but I'm happy with that.
well, good. We've got some big shoes to fill. This thing's got to look good.
Okay, well, that's hopefully that's everything you need to go to work. Let me know if there's anything else.
Okay, I think we're good right now. We've got a lot of work ahead of us, but I'm excited to see this thing all finished up.
I'm excited too, because I can tell there's been a ton of work done on it, and I didn't have to do any of it.
Yeah.
Well, like I said, let me know if there's anything else you need. We can run it up here. Stay in touch. We're headed to Fab Rats.
Cool. Well, tell Paul and Michelle hi. So,
all right.
Okay. Thanks for coming up.
Thanks, everybody.
You have a great day. Drive safe.
All right, I've got my Jeep pulled in the shop. I'll be building an axle truss for my front axle. The reason I need to build an axle truss is because the way my upper links mount, I need a spot where I can weld to the top of this pumpkin. Well, the problem is it's cast, and welding to cast doesn't necessarily make the strongest bond, and it's prone to cracking and breaking. Barnes 4-wheel drive actually has an axle truss I could have used. I just didn't know the tolerances and clearance I needed for my Jeep, but due to a time crunch, didn't know what exactly would work. So I've got my Jeep pulled in here, and I'm taking measurements from underneath, figuring out what will fit, where I need to put my links, and I've got that measured out. Got a couple of marks on my axle here already, and now I need to build a truss. All right, so I've got this portion all welded up, as you can see. And then underneath here. So now I need to cover it. And as you can see, I've got this top plate here that I've cut out. And it goes just like that. And I cut these holes in it to be able to weld in to my top braces there. So now I'll put that piece on, and then I'll put these pieces, this piece, all the way till the end. But I need to paint it first. I'm gonna paint inside there. Not because I'm worried about rust, just because it's a pet peeve of mine. Bare metal, if it's not clear coated or at least painted, it's just, you know, it's just me. High pinion Dana 60, almost trussed. Looks good. I think it looks good. I don't know. We're not very good at this still, but we're doing our best. This is as much as I got done on it today. I just threw some primer on it really quick, just because I got a little carried away with the painting. I didn't finish this end right here because I need to figure out where my link ends are, axle side. So I need to have it under my Jeep first, and then I'll be able to terminate it. I was planning on originally terminating it into the axle tube, but we'll see where the links end up. And then I'll probably just tie into this C like I did over here. So that's a wrap for today. So I've been using a lot of parts from Barnes 4-wheel drive. And we actually have a promo you can use to go buy your own parts and save money. The code you can use is MORR, M-O-R-R. You just put that in at checkout and it'll give you a discount for all of the parts at Barnes.
So like we've been saying, I had some parts to drop off to Paul. So we've had a couple of companies that have been reached out to us interested in helping with Ed's Golden Nugget. One of them was Bilstein. They sent us these shocks. I hope they fit.
They'll fit.
Okay.
Me and Trevor, we're on the same page right there.
Nice. Yukon Gear sent rebuild kits for the axle seals, bearings, gaskets, that kind of stuff. And USA Standard Gear sent us this Spartan locker. So that's going to be, I mean, that's pretty nice. Barnes 4-wheel drive, they're a great company. They sent us a 1-ton kit for this steering kit. Unfortunately, there's not enough meat on the steering components to use it. That's okay. I think this is going to go in Lizzie's build. You'll see us use this. And you figured it out. You've got what you need.
I think so.
See? He's got what he needs.
Steering's actually hooked up. I just got to connect that piece to make it work.
Yeah.
Get it back to the hand.
Yep.
Have you considered Bluetooth?
I thought about the rope thing and just like the little go-kart thing with your feet on it. I don't know how coordinated that is still, but maybe it'd work.
A big thank you to all these companies that came forward. These are high quality parts. These are going to go on Ed's Golden Nugget, and I'm just excited about that. Well, it has been an incredibly long day for Trevor and I. I don't know how your day was, but
Kick back.
we've been kind of all over the state. But thanks for watching.
In a show of solidarity, I am also going to stand outside without a jacket. Kind of regretting it.
I need your card.
That's all the things I get.
Thanks, Trevor.